Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back. Lachlan Ellsworth here, and as you know, for those that have saved the channel as a favourite, or you're building up an archive of what we do, or in fact giving us little ratings every time we put a video on, you'll know some nights just remind us of why we trade. Not only why we trade, but also why we trade a very, very simple trading strategy. And I can tell you categorically, tonight was one of those nights. We're looking at the open of the session. We're looking at the S&P 500 again, 5 to 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 17 June 2009. Now, we started the session, as you can see, big red arrow right up there on the left-hand side. Started the session literally just after open. We picked up a big picture sell just after open. Now, it ran down quite nicely to about 1.5 points worth of profit, and then turned and started to climb the other way. You'll note I didn't get 4 touches at a price level, so I had to wait, and guess what? The 4 touches came right on the 2-point profit target. You can see there with the yellow arrow at the bottom of the screen, I've noted the DS has fatigued, literally a double fatigue on the DS right down low. Says take your profit because the market is stalling in the downward direction. Guess what? That's exactly what happened. So we grabbed 2 points, or just over 10% off our first trade. Now, had to wait for a little while. Around about the 35-minute mark, we actually picked up a big picture sell that was supported by 2 resistance levels. Absolutely brilliant signal, because guess what? We had a ball. Now, we were in a sell bias tonight, which means that if you would like, you can use aggressive targets on big pictures, which means a 4-point target. Now, anyone, ladies and gents, could have jumped in that trade. You'll note that there is no counter signal the whole way down. Never ever did we get a buy signal to run that down to over 4 points worth of profit. Now I'll switch to the second half of the session. Here's the second half of the session here. You can see there's our big picture over there on the left hand side. It ran down really, really nicely. Now, first against the trend, of course, we don't take any action. This time it actually ran on to around about 1.5 points worth of profit. But again, we're not in that trade. We're already up 6 points for the session. No point getting careless and being silly. Now, we did get a second against the trend big picture buy. You'll note with interest, it only gave us 0.5 point worth of profit before we actually jumped into a standard sell signal. Now, the standard sell signal ran down to 2 points worth of profit right at the end of the session. Noting, trading down to the gap, or this big black line, for the first time. I suggest your profit target is 0.5 point before the gap, which means we only got 1.5 points out of that sell signal. All in all, though, quite reasonable. First half of the session gave us 6 points, or just on a 30% return, 6 points at 5% per point. We then got 0.5 point out of the buy and 1.5 out of the sell. So ultimately, 8 points, or just on a 40% return, was up for grabs tonight for anybody at all that is trading the S&P 5 to 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I love, ladies and gents, showing you what we do. I know it's a very simple trading strategy, but again, it's very, very easy for you to trade it profitably. It really is. If you want to find out more, just jump in one of the free webinars. I will take you through what we do every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll literally take you through the charts live. Have a phenomenal Thursday night, ladies and gents. In fact, Wednesday night. Sorry, getting confused. Have a great Wednesday night, and I look forward to updating you as the trading progresses through the week. Thank you, and bye for now.